Hello, friends. So today we're going to be using the 1 minute drill we did earlier this week in order to do a follow along. So what this is going to be is you're going to be just dancing alongside with me, and then we're just going to repeat the movement, maybe throw in a few more, and just repeat and practice that. Okay, so this isn't necessarily designed to be a 1 minute drill, this particular video, like the last one was, our previous 1 minute drill. However, because we're continually doing this movement, you can literally just do a minute of this video and use it as your 1 minute drill. So if you want to move further along in the video, meaning you want to do longer bouts of actually drilling, then that's where this video actually comes into play. So we're just going to be doing it for a few minutes. It's not going to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or anything like that. It's really just for you to have a follow along in order for you to be able to watch the video and then press play and then just do it with me. Okay, so we're going to be taking it slower because the point of this particular video was to do it in a tempo of which you can maintain your balance. So that's really important. So we're going to be making sure to hold the balance while we do this movement. And then you want to make sure that if it's too fast for you and you feel yourself toppling over, then I want you to go slower, which is nice about YouTube because then you can literally slow down the video. Okay. So we're going to be starting on our right side, and just as a reminder, it goes, I'm going to show you from this angle first, drop, release, drop, lift, and then we're going to rotate. Okay, so I'm rotating on my standing leg, and I'm going to rotate before the hip drop needs to happen in the new direction. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, and drop, release, drop, lift 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 and other way, and here we go. Drop, release, drop, lift and 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 drop, release, drop, and boom, 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 You'll notice I'm taking really tiny rotations because that's not the point, to get around real quick and shimmy, 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 shimmy. So we're going to do it again. 5, 6 on the right. Here we go. Drop, release, drop, and. So you want to take small movements, because if you do too much at one time, what's going to end up happening is that you're going to be trying to get around in a certain amount versus just allowing yourself to focus on the balance piece of this. Boom. 1, 2, 3, and 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 boom, boom, hold your pelvic floor, boom, boom, switch to the other direction, and drop, release, drop, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. We have 2 rotations around this, boom, and hip is always coming down, boom, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and small rotations to keep your balance. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and shimmy, shimmy. One more time in each direction. So now we're going to go to the right again and then back to the left. 4, 3, 2, and drop, release, drop, and drop, release, drop, and drop, release, drop, and drop, release, drop, and 1, 2, 3, rivet, 1, 2, 3, pivot. I tried to say pivot and rotate at the same time and it sounded like ribbit. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and drop, release, drop, and drop, release, drop, and drop, release, drop, and drop, release. Other side, drop, release, drop, and drop, release, drop. I'm only lifting the heel on that standing leg enough to actually get myself around. And 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't cause a bounce, right? I'm not trying to come up into releve. 3. And 1, 2, 3. And I just glide my heel across the floor as I pivot. 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And one more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And yes. So you're just going to continually go around in each direction, little pivots with the heel, right? And then just practice back to back to back as much as you can and sustain your energy in order to do so. Okay, so you can take 1 minute of that, practice a minute of it, or you can do long form and follow along with what I did, and then you can loop the video over and over and over. Okay? All right, every dancer. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Have fun with this one, and let me know how it goes.